And Monica's ex-husband was a basketball player too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's her ex-husband? It was somebody.
I can't take
popular.
too many things out my bag. Okay, I only got a few in my bag. Okay, I'm clear out. I'm clean.
It's somebody popular
out.
though. It's somebody we should know.
I can see his face, but I promise you, I can't tell you.
Well, anyway. Welcome to Thoughts in a Glass podcast. I'm LaToya.
And I'm Kendra.
And this is a weekly podcast where we share our unfiltered thoughts and opinions on a variety of topics.
So grab your favorite cocktail, sit back, relax, and join us on a real, raw, and hilarious conversation.
Period. Every week we do a drink of the night. So Kendra, what's our drink tonight?
Tonight's drink is the New York Sunset.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to send a picture in because we actually stirred ours up so it doesn't look how it's supposed to look, but nevertheless. So in the shaker, I already added 1 ounce of vodka and 1 ounce of the curacao because the liqueur is thicker, so it'll sit on top. So you just kind of want to mix that in. So I shook that in. So that's what you see already at the bottom of the glass. Then you do 1 ounce of your rum, 1 ounce of your tequila, and 1 ounce of your Grand Marnier.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do 2 ounces of orange juice, 3 ounces of the pineapple juice.
Okay.
And then you can kind of just do it to taste from there.
Cheers.
And in that shaker, it is 2 ounces of the curacao, 1 ounce of the vodka.
Okay.
So, that's good. That's tasting. Do it to taste because I'm trying to tell you something. That Grand Marnier with that cognac.
I like it. I like it.
That, again, so we're going into hot summer times.
Mm-hmm.
So this is more of like your Caribbean. You have your rum drinks and
it's good. So we didn't get to talk about it last week, actually the last 2 weeks, because honestly, I didn't even watch it.
Okay.
But everybody's been talking about Usher's acceptance speech and like the BET Awards and everything that was going on. I didn't watch the BET Awards. I just
have you
watched.
Like gotten off of that? Because it used to be the biggest thing for us as a culture.
It did. Honestly,
like,
award shows in general, I don't watch them.
Yeah.
I really don't. Unless Beyonce gonna perform. That's it. I don't watch them.
Yeah,
but
I haven't watched in a very long time. I mean, I would do the snippets, and I guess honestly, because you get so much from either YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, I don't have time for commercials.
I didn't even know that they were about to happen. Like it, I was like, oh, that's supposed to be this whatever weekend it was, child. I was doing something else. I don't even know what I was doing, but wasn't watching that.
Right.
But because people had been talking about Usher's speech, whatever. So I did go back and look at the whole thing.
Okay.
To
all right.
see
So tell me, I didn't see
what
it,
he
so
said.
tell me what
his acceptance speech.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess to me, I don't get what the kerfluffle was.
I don't either.
I guess apparently because he was cursing.
I really don't.
But then I'm like,
everybody cuss.
Yeah, all of the rappers that y'all had up there, But I did. Somebody said in the comments that they bleeped the rappers out or they asked them to do like a clean version of their songs. So I guess it's that part. They didn't want the cursing, but I thought the message was good. So the theme of his acceptance speech, because it was the Lifetime Achievement Award, and his theme was fatherhood. I appreciated that. Like, I really liked the fact that he was like, hey, this is the year of the fathers, and like he talked about forgiveness. I saw a few people saying that he brought up Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats in their situation, and people were like, oh, that's not something to brag about. But I think the point was, when he brought that up, he was talking about forgiveness and co-parenting and like blended families. And I think he just brought that up to say, look at their situation. Even though it didn't start off the best, they're still able to have a
functioning
genuine
family.
like a functioning co-parenting type situation.
Right.
I just feel like that was the comparison he was trying to draw. And then when he apologized to his baby mother, or when he said I'm trying, I think that was just what it was. Like, hey, I'm standing up here talking all this mess about, being accountable and being a dad or whatever, and let me just acknowledge her as well, that I'm trying to do these things. Because I feel like, and this is just me speculating, but I feel like, how people can be like, you're saying all of this stuff, but then your baby mama in the background, like, he's saying all this and that, but he ain't doing this, he ain't doing that. So I think in his mind, he was like, let me go ahead and acknowledge her and let her know that while I'm saying all of this, I may not be hitting the mark on everything, but this is the goal. This is what I'm trying to do.
Right.
And also, I felt like there might have been some alcohol involved.
Of course.
Because even Taraji, like, with that whole thing with Keith Lee and all of that, I was like, it seems like there may have been some drinks floating around.
Yeah, I think there always is.
People may have just been a little bit loose. And so something that's live, you don't get to cut,
and he ain't writing
retake.
That down.
Yeah.
He was like, I want to be in the moment. Do you want to be in this?
Yeah.
This moment?
But for the most part, I thought he did a good job.
Yeah.
One thing that I really liked about what he said was when he talked about the people that raised him, because he talked about his dad not being there, him forgiving his dad, and like having other people, a community, to help raise him. I appreciated him talking about that, and then I thought it was a good speech. I honestly, I don't understand why they cut it. I feel like they could have just let the speech go and just bleeped out certain points where he was cursing. But overall, I was like, that was a good message.
Yeah. I haven't had the opportunity to go back, because there are people that were actually there that have the entire speech. I think it was a good message as well. I think that as you get older and you're having children, once you stop trying to fix the child in you and how you are as a parent, and start really just being a parent to that child, and you want to, like, the healing of your father not being there, the healing of, your mom being a single parent, the healing of some of the things, like he said, some of the things that he went through early in the industry to get to the next space. Yeah. And who knows how many, what all that entails. It's just like, once that person is healed, you're actually able to show up a better person.
I agree.
And the acknowledgement of, his mom playing both roles, and because we get a lot of men who have issues with, like, well, a woman can't raise a man. That's not necessarily true.
I don't believe that.
But you also, and these are the women that also aren't be able to be the soft. Right. I can't live a soft life because I have to show the harder side of what you have to be. You have to have the duality of being both.
And I mean, so he did mention his community as well, right? So that's not to say that as a woman, right, there's certain things that obviously you're not a man, so you can't yourself show your son, but you can put him around men that can show him some of the things that you can't show him. But even that, to me, is still playing both roles. Exactly. Because now I have to show you,
I have to take you to the barbershop to be around.
Yeah, exactly. Or I have to make sure that you have male mentors. Right. So while I may not be physically being that example for you myself, it is still my responsibility to make sure you get that example, which should be your father's job. And so I do give credit to that is a form of playing both roles.
Yeah, I think that people take like there's no men around. Like, women have to do much more than just, oh, I'm the mom and the dad. Like, I'm having you around your grandparents. I'm sending you up there to, be with your uncles. I'm talking to them saying, hey, this is what he needs. Mm-hmm. That's a part of, like you said, not just sitting back and waiting for someone else to come in and save the day. So I think it was a good speech. I like that his sons was there. I did like that he brung the guys on stage.
I thought that was so cute.
And then because you don't really get a lot of men giving men their flowers.
I agree. I agree.
I think that this shows like you have to be soft. Like men have to learn.
It's
know
okay
how
to be vulnerable.
soft.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
I mean, I say that obviously understanding that being vulnerable hasn't always been safe for men, and that vulnerability can sometimes be used against them. But it's like when you try to overcorrect and be so hard, that also doesn't work. Like two wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah.
Like just because the last time you opened up you got hurt, that doesn't mean you stay completely closed up forever. Right. Like cuz that can also have a negative effect on you. Like okay, you opened yourself up and you got hurt. All right. Go lick your wounds, go heal. Right. And then come back and be able to open up again. Come back and be able to show that vulnerability again, cuz that's what makes you.
That's how you grow.
That's how you grow. Yeah.
That's how you grow. So I think that it was cool. I don't have all of the facts, so I'm not gonna really go into it. But when you just bring up Taraji and the Keith Lee situation, and he always apologizing, child. He always is on that in that.
Well,
in that car.
Okay, so what happened was him and
the guy
Jordan the Stallion had switched seats.
Yes. Okay.
So when she was trying to switch the script once she saw that they was in different seats. Yeah. But she had rehearsed her thing so many times that it wasn't adding up, right? And so she gave Keith a rose, but the rose wasn't meant for him. It was meant for Jordan the Stallion. But because of how she had rehearsed it, she gave Keith the rose. And then she tried to clean it up and be like, well, you fine too. You know, people took that all the way left. Like, he got a wife. Like, okay. And she got eyes. Right. Okay. But so Keith later, he did a little thing where he dropped the rose.
That's not his rose.
Yeah. So people were like, oh, he mad. Da, da, da. So that's where the apology came in. He was just like, I'm a fan of hers. Like, it's no shade. I'm not mad. But the rose wasn't for me. Like, clearly it was for the other guy. Like, I was just trying to be funny. But then I'm like, I don't know. Like,
but then I'm like, you already know you don't do well in social situations and you don't get social cues.
Yeah.
So why there are some things that just don't need to be recorded.
That's true.
Like,
That's
you
true.
could have felt that way, and even said, I appreciate her giving me that rose, but I know that it wasn't meant for me, and I'm still waiting for my. I'll be around for my own flowers until I gave it to whatever. But
I feel like it was just a bad decision in a moment, and he had to come back and clean it up. Yeah. He had to come back and clean it up.
It's always something. But what's so crazy now? The things, and I think maybe this is why I don't watch some of the awards and stuff. Because people are there in the audience and then they're posting stuff. Like, why do I hear Taraji getting ready to introduce Glorilla and then, but yet they got a video of her hanging in the damn rafters waiting for her turn. Like, let the stuff be behind the scenes.
I know, right? Some stuff needs to be behind the scenes.
I'm trying to tell you something. Y'all will mess up a wet dream if you could.
Yeah, they do. Because they want to expose everything.
Everything. I'm like, God damn. She just
I also feel like for the producers, it's 2024. Like, well, not even that, but like, what day and age you're in. Yeah. And so even for me, I have to think about this too. Like, as an event planner, certain things I'm like, okay, no, we can't do this. I can't have people. I can't bring the food out till a certain time because I know how people are. They will take pictures. They will show all of the things that you want to be kept behind the scenes, and you're thinking
we got the Wizard of Oz, and you trying to show me behind the curtain.
Yeah, and so now you have to plan for that.
Yeah,
and it could be a time restraint thing where they're like, okay, we don't have a lot of time, so the next act has to be ready to go. Yeah. Okay, well then y'all need to have drop curtains or something where nobody can see, but then when it's time for that next act,
it drops and somebody's there to pull it.
Or maybe Glorilla, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt that they did their best. But, like, maybe she shouldn't have been suspended so far ahead of her performance. Maybe that should have been something that happens maybe 30 seconds before her performance. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, you can't leave anything. You can't expose yourself in that way when you're in production. Because people are gonna show it.
They just trying to show it all, child.
So it is what it is. But
Yeah, it was a cluster. I don't know if you ever fought like listen to the Miss Netta and Joe,
child, no.
child, because the girl they said she was trying to be. Oh no, Miss Netta is Joe. That
It's
child,
Charles and Netta.
Charles and Netta,
Yeah.
and so they was trying to come to the show. Netta got exposed. They got Netta. They told them they couldn't walk the carpet. They had Charles on the thing, not Netta. It's all these different stories coming up.
Really?
He has a warrant out, and they not even really married. Child, it's a whole mess.
I don't be keeping up with them.
Cause then and the only reason that because on TikTok they tell everybody business. So it was talking about what's that child name? T.S. Madison and her co-host. He can't stand them, child.
Really?
Girl, he be going on them so bad. It's just, you know what? I'm just going to be honest with you. The entertainment and the social media world has become a goddamn circus.
But people love it. We talked about this before. People love it.
It's so
and that's
crazy.
why they keep giving us that. They keep feeding us that because we love it.
It's so
when
crazy.
people just be out here living their lives and doing good. I mean, not to circle back to them, but I feel like outside of Kevin, Melissa, and maybe Andrew and Marcus, people, if you're just living your normal life and not doing any, and then I can't even really say that because Kev is a comedian,
right? So he's
and
not
so
just, yeah.
You know, but when you just out here living your normal life, people don't be messing with you like that. You have to have some type of mess going on.
And then what else did I argue? Oh, so then I'm gonna bring this up real quick just to with the Charles and Netta thing and just how ridiculous things be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scrolling through TikTok on my way here, and this young boy had 2 lines in his hair from a haircut.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the little style. And in the rules, you can only have 1 line.
And the rules for the BET Awards?
No. But I'm sorry. This is at school.
Oh,
so they're saying like, oh, you can only have 1 line at
what
school.
school you go to?
You can't have more than 2. You can't have any designs. And so this was being stitched from another creator. So the father was like, so his mother had to put a Sharpie in his head so he would only have like the 1 line. So the creator comes on and they just kind of like out of the covers, and they said, but I could be transgender and be fully a young man, look like a young man and wear a dress. And because the thought is anything that's going to bring attention to you and take away from what's going on at school. So you worry about these 2 lines in this child here, but then we have someone who is, and this is definitely primary school. So you're talking about from pre-K to 5th grade, 6th grade, depending. What, y'all, and it reminds me. It just goes back to like, if more often than not, it's usually Black people that have designs. So it's like, when did we get here?
So when you were saying that, it literally made me think of the Crown Act, and I was pulling it up to see if maybe there's some violations. And I don't know. I didn't have I'm just glancing at it right now, and I guess what has to happen is your organization has to basically choose to participate in the Crown Act. But it literally just made me think about that. Like,
he was in school suspension for having an extra line in his head. It just don't make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense.
But we
at
got
all.
this foolishness on the socials.
Child.
Mess. Oh, did you see Bronny James got? Did we talk about Bronny James? Bronny James got drafted to the Lakers.
Oh, okay, I did see that, but we didn't talk about it.
No, we didn't talk about it. Oh, so excited for him.
Yeah.
The fact that
I
LeBron
feel like
he
would have been drafted to a team anyway, because he's not, he's a good player,
right? But
and obviously his dad.
Yeah, but see, I know that they wanted him. Like, one of the things that LeBron said is that he didn't want to retire until he got a chance to play
with his son. Yeah.
And so then I cannot think of the name of his other son, because he done shot up. Because he used to be a little short, chubby little joint, and then he just these little boys in a year, baby, they grow like weeds. So I saw him. It was on socials, and one of his like classmates asked him, or whoever he was on line with, was like, I think one of the questions was, "Do you think your dad will stay in the
Until you get in.
until you get in?" And he was like, "That's OD. If he did that, he'd be super OD for that. Like that's out of control. Like you want out of get on out of there. You be in your 40s.
I mean, if you can still hang, then hang.
I'm trying to tell you something.
If you can still hang,
that's
then
cool.
hang.
I
think that
really
is cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think that even if he played with him just like for one season and it was like, all right, let me get up out of here.
Yeah.
I just like
to pass to your son and watch your son.
And then I'm trying to think about, has this ever happened before in history? Like, has there ever been like a father-son duo in the NBA?
I don't know if it was in the NBA. I know it was in baseball because with this happening, it's brung up other things.
Yeah.
So I know it was in baseball because the son was already on the team, and so his name was like, let's say it was Brown. It just was Brown. So when the father joins the team, he's like, oh no, yours should say Brown Senior and mine just say Brown.
Right.
And he's like, I'm the one though. And he's like, it don't matter, bro. I was here first though. So it was cool. And then I just a little snippet from one of the other things. Cayenne is Lala's son, who was married to Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony. Something.
Yeah, I think
Carmelo.
Thank you, C. Anthony, because I was about to say Caramel. C. Anthony. They was like, so if you played between, because they're
I think they're 2 years apart.
Yeah. So he was like, if y'all played together, do you think? He's like, oh, nah, Bronny and LeBron will win because he's still playing and stuff. My dad's just not.
Yeah.
He was like, so then Carmelo wrote down, was like, I remember that. He stayed trolling his father, bro.
I know.
He was like, your father's trash. Like, basically, that's
not trash.
He was like,
but so Carmelo don't play anymore? He retired?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he was like, at 17, if you played your father, who would win? He was like, I would. My father was a bum. He didn't get better until, no, I think he said 16. He's like, he didn't get good until he was like 17. I was like, who is this child? That's just going to, I'm ready to fight. But that's that New York in you. You don't give a damn.
And Monica's ex-husband was a basketball player too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's her ex-husband? It was somebody.
I can't take
popular.
Too many things out my bag. Okay, I only got a few in my bag. Okay, I'm clear out. I'm clean.
It's somebody popular though. It's somebody we should know.
I can see his face, but I promise you, I can't tell you.
Well, anyway, because her son ain't old enough anyway.
No, not their son. No, because they have a daughter together though.
Well, they have a son too? Or Monica has a son by herself?
Yes, Monica has a son with the rappers. She and that gentleman have a daughter together.
Okay. Shannon Brown.
Big Shan.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know I had to look it up.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
are you gonna watch the new Axel Foley movie?
Who?
Oh, the character is Axel Foley. Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's called Axel F.
Yeah.
But I think he has
Eddie
a daughter
Murphy
in it and stuff like that. Yes.
Yeah.
But the movie is called Axel F.
Yeah, I probably will. I mean, I don't know when I'm gonna get around to it. Is it out already?
It's on Netflix.
Okay, yeah, I will, and then we can talk about it. But I don't give me some time because I don't know when I'm gonna have time to look at it.
Deep dive on it. Well, speaking of celebrities, let me ask you a question. And I feel like you gonna say who I think you're gonna say, but I'm hoping that you say somebody different.
I don't know how you would. Okay.
What celebrity would you, if you were at Starbucks? I know you don't drink the bucks, but let's say you're going for some tea.
Okay.
Right? You rolling up, you minding your business. What celebrity would you want to see in there? Getting a cup of coffee. And then also, what would you talk about?
I mean, obviously, I'm going to want to see Beyonce.
Okay.
But I feel like I'll save Beyonce for another time because we probably wouldn't even get to talk if she in Starbucks.
Okay.
I don't really necessarily think this person is like, Well, I guess they still a celebrity, but I wouldn't mind running into Angel.
Mm-hmm,
Like in a
mm-hmm.
setting like not like after a show or something like that,
like,
where they trying to do like a quick meet and greet,
she
but
just
like
dropped the kids
we could literally
off, and
sit
she
down,
like,
have a coffee, and like really talk for real.
yeah.
I would also want to see Melissa, but I feel like I feel like from what we have already learned about her, I don't know if she really gonna give me like the good girlfriend type of conversation I want to have.
Right.
And I feel like Angel would.
Right.
Like I feel like talking to Angel would be like talking to one of my good girlfriends.
Right.
Whereas I feel like talking to Melissa, it'll be like she needed time to warm up, and girl, we only here for a coffee.
We only here for a hot. Okay. So what would be some of the questions you would ask?
Honestly, I wouldn't even really be asking like the deep questions that I feel like I should ask.
Mm-hmm.
I would just be being nosy.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
How's life?
I would just be being nosy.
We trying to chit chat?
Yeah, like, so who all have you met? And some of the stuff, so when y'all be talking about stuff and then y'all be muting the mic,
right.
What y'all be talking about?
What
you talking about? Let me look at your camera roll.
Who is up in there? Who do you know?
Yeah. I would be being nosy. I wouldn't be asking for no type of anything.
When is the next cookout? Invite me, because it seems like a good time.
I'll fly to LA.
Right. I gotta come on.
When is the next party?
Right.
I'm trying to be in there.
I like a sip of paint. I do like a sip of paint. Who would I don't know. So it depends on what like hat I'm coming out of.
Okay.
So like if I'm really trying to figure out more about like the podcast stuff, I would like to meet like someone like I would prefer to meet Melissa.
Okay.
To talk business and like from on a variety of things, like her newfound like stylish and getting into that, but like really trying to see how the growth happened from when she was like very mild mannered, very churchy, things like that, to where she is now getting tattoos. Yeah, like I'm asking questions about the Love Hour. I'm asking those type of like, how you make it, how you do it, how did you go from being a breadwinner to have to take that step back to then stepping another step forward and doing all of those things. So I would like to meet her. I think that would be a good, like, I think I could get her to warm up. Yeah. Quickly.
Maybe you could. I just be feeling like I don't got time for that.
I
mean, I do, but I don't. Like, I'm just thinking of this scenario.
Right.
Like, I just run into you at Starbucks.
Like, girl, you look so good.
And I may not have, like, you may have 20 or 30 minutes to chit chat with me, but I don't have enough time to, like,
get you to kind of come out your shell. And then who else is in, like, I used to want to be like Michelle Obama and stuff like that.
Me too. I used to want to meet her too.
And it's just like, but then I'm like, I don't know if you're going to talk gossipy. I feel like I need a good gossipy. What's tea? Yeah. Like if I'm gonna talk to you, like I need a chit chat with you.
I feel like
and
that
you gonna
too.
Give me two.
I feel like Michelle up. Exactly. She gonna be buttoned up.
Gossip.
Yeah.
Sesh.
Yeah. And maybe not even gossip, but like give me like the down and dirty. Like don't give me like the polished publicist answers to questions. Right. Give me like, girl, actually one time Barack bounced a check. Okay. And I was in there trying to figure out. Like that's what I want to hear. Like what y'all end up doing? Right. Like that's but I don't know if she would give that.
Yeah. And so I'm gonna give you these three because they all remind me of each other in a way. Keke Palmer.
Oh, I love Keke Palmer.
Good combo.
I like Keke Palmer.
Amanda Seales. I think it just depends on what bag she coming out of. I feel like she can give a good chit chat conversation as long as she's not trying to be up here. Yeah. And then Tiana Taylor.
I like that too.
I think Tiana Taylor gonna talk, and give me some good chit chat gossip. And it's gonna be funny, but I will say I know for a fact, Keke Palmer, the Keke Palmer.
Yeah,
baby, we chatting.
Yeah, and I feel like she's not a gatekeeper. Like
She gonna like.
not only would it be like a good kiki, but I feel like she'll drop some gems as well, and she won't be like stingy about it. It'll be like, this is what you should do.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the other things I wanted to, since we've been on like a little bit more of a social media thing, because we usually don't get too deep into the social.
Yeah.
Meg Thee Stallion
Mm-hmm.
was on Club Shay Shay.
Yeah,
Big
yeah.
Shay and the big Shannon Sharpe in the building. And I sent it to you because I meant to look it up and I did not. Excuse me. Because in the beginning of the podcast, he was basically apologizing for whatever he had said.
I don't know what he said either.
I believe it was on Nightcap. Anyway, what did you think of
the interview?
I
I
think she'll be a good Kiki too.
I think so too. Yeah. I actually really enjoyed the interview.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed the interview. I definitely saw a side of her that I kind of felt like you don't normally see. I love that she seems like super likable, super sweet. You know what I mean? Like I feel like is you have the rap persona and you have like what she wants to portray as far as her image, her professional image, but then you have the person behind that.
Right.
And I feel like in this interview we got to see the person and it just seemed very genuine to me. The other thing is I could relate to, because at one point in time in the interview she said that he was asking her about, how do you feel about people, that don't know you coming to attack you on the internet, or like having, like when you meet a person, they already kind of like have made up their mind about you and they don't even know you. And she was saying that she's had to kind of develop a little bit of a tough skin because she always is coming to the situation from a genuine place and from a, I'm going to just try to be the best version of myself that I can be.
Exactly.
I don't want to, do no harm to anybody. Why would they want to do harm to me?
Exactly.
And I can relate to that because I feel like that too. I feel like, unless you give me a reason, I'm usually coming from oh, hey, what's up? Like, everybody cool. Like, and so when she said that, I was just kind of like, I feel that because I know you have some people, like my husband is like this, very skeptical.
Yeah.
He's like, you ain't gonna get to show him that you was a fucked up individual because he already thinks
you like that.
Everybody is guilty until proven innocent to him.
Right.
He got the guards up.
Right.
And I'm the complete opposite. I'm like, well, they didn't say anything. Like,
and then
why you think that? Yeah, right, exactly. And I'll be the one that be like, oh, dang, they did this. And
he be like, well, I told you. It's like, but you ain't even know for real.
Right. And
you just guesstimating.
And so when she said that, I kind of was like, man, I feel that. And then it definitely opened my eyes to how much harder it could be to have that kind of personality in show business. Because so many people are looking to take advantage of you that you can't really move through that world with the perception of, oh, well, let me just wait and see. Everybody might not be out to get me.
Right.
But it's too many people that are out to get you for you to just be so carefree. Yeah. But I felt her on that.
That part reminded me a lot of my oldest and just being out here, like when she was saying that her parents were like, everybody that grin ain't your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I be trying to say that to my my kids, like,
and my mom would say that to me too growing up. Like, everybody's not your friend.
They do not like you like that.
But you be thinking like, but why? I didn't do nothing to them. Why they don't like
right.
It's like it's hard to
process the fact that somebody just has a problem with you just
for no reason.
Because you exist.
Yeah. It is. It's really kind of mind boggling. It's like, you know nothing about me,
right?
And I'm coming to I'm meeting you with a positive outlook.
Exactly.
So what reason would you have to just automatically not like me? But really, some people don't need a reason. That's just how they are. I thought it was really inspiring to hear her talk about following her dream. Like, she was saying she went to college because her grandmother told her to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
But when she got to college, she knew she wanted to be a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
and so she just really was like, let me check the box and do that college thing. But I really know in my heart what I want to do.
Right.
And it made me think about something that you always say. Like, we push education sometimes, but if you know that's not what you want to do,
don't waste nobody's time.
Don't waste. Exactly. And I think she talked about that. She talked about how, like, she kind of struggled at first because she didn't want to go to school for nursing.
Yeah.
And then it switched to business, and like she did a little better, but it was still like, okay, I'm doing this, but I'm not passionate about it. I'm just
doing it off the
it.
basis of making someone else's dream happen.
Yeah.
Making their dream happen.
But not everybody has that passion. Not everybody knows what they're going to do in life.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's fortunate when you do know and you can follow it, but when you don't know, what do you do?
Right.
I feel like sometimes, I'm not one either to like really push college, but sometimes it is a good place where you can kind of find yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather you be in school getting an education while you're trying to figure yourself out than to just be sleeping on somebody's couch trying to find yourself. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that was really inspiring to me when she said that. When she said, when he asked her a similar question to what you asked about who did she ever want to like meet with or collaborate with or something like that, and she was listing out all her people. I thought that was really interesting for like when she said she wanted to collaborate with Billie Eilish. I was kind of surprised to hear that.
Yeah.
And then I liked when she talked about meeting Beyonce, and she was like,
how she still fangirling over her,
and she was like, but that's Beyonce, and she gonna be my sister.
Right.
And I was like, exactly. If I meat Beyonce, like, girl, I met you. You're my sister now.
Right. What's up, cousin? That's what she said.
We related.
She said when she saw Blue, she said, "What's up, guys?"
If I ever meet, I already told my family this because they be like, "What you gonna do? You meet Beyonce?" I'm probably not gonna be able to think. First of all, somebody gonna have to be with me because I'm gonna pass out a little bit.
Right. Her name is LaToya.
Right. I'm gonna pass out a little bit, but then when I wake back up,
you in it.
Obviously, that's my cousin.
Right. We are family.
We're family.
Welcome.
Period.
Thank you.
So I thought that was cute.
Yeah.
But I liked it though. At the end, after watching everything, I was like, that just made me like her more. And I'm not a big rap fan.
Right.
I listen to certain music that's on the radio, but with that, I was just like, oh, that really made me kind of like her personality more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. And I tell you what, she looked good.
She looked good.
She looked the TF good. I said, what are you doing and how? I don't care what
she working out every day.
With the claims, I don't care what the claims are. Sign me up, baby.
She did look good.
Because her face looks so much more chiseled. Mm-hmm. And of course, being on tour is very stressful and things like that. Mm-hmm. I also love how she talked about her and Glow. Because Glow seemed like a good time.
Yeah, I like her too. Her too.
When she was on Club Shay Shay, Glow seemed like a good time.
Yeah, she did. I watched hers.
Gloria, hallelujah.
Mm-hmm. I just think it's like what Megan said. It's genuine energy, and it comes across like you feel that.
Yeah, I see the same thing with like when she was talking about like her and Lotto, her and Flo Millie. Yeah, because Glow, Rilla, and Flo Millie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is with this set of girlies, they are so much more. They are so different from the rap beefy girlies, the Little Kims, the Foxy Browns, the Nicki Minaj's. All of them was like very mild. Nobody liking each other.
Yeah. And
so then Lil Kim and Ram like each other only because they don't like Nicki. Like, why we just can't all be in this industry because we?
I think you still have some of that going on. You know what I mean? I think you still have some of that, even with the new girls. I feel like you still have some of that going on. But I do like that they're all cool, but I'm nervous to like it because I'm like,
when is the shoe gonna drop?
Yes, because we've seen this happen before where everybody's cool. Like Nicki and Meg was cool at one point in time.
Yeah, but then it's like because I like Cardi or did a song with Cardi, now we not cool no more.
Yeah, it's weird. It's super
I've
weird.
never, first of all, I never have subscribed to because my friend is beefing hard with somebody that I can't do my business.
But I don't even know if it's that because Beyonce. But then again, who gonna beef with Beyonce? But like Beyonce.
Well, Nicki tried to show throw up a couple shots.
Oh, she did.
She did.
I
And Beyonce responded, and it's
when did that happen?
Everybody, see, you guys see everything. Sorry, y'all. My children be home. Everybody kept it cute though.
I don't remember that happening.
Because that's so. Beyonce got onto
the song with Meg.
The song with Meg because when Nicki got on the song with somebody, they were talking about Meg and Beyonce.
Oh, really?
Yes, and so because I don't know, I put the line in there if y'all know the line because that's why Beyonce was like she responded something with like, being in Houston, and it was she knew that the what was said was inferred to her. That's when she was talking about this is real bodies over here.
If you want to see some real ass, baby, here's your chance. Oh, that was towards Nicki. Oh.
Cause was it Nicki and Lotto?
No, cause they don't like each other.
So it was Nicki and who don't like Lotto though?
Ice Spice.
They was on the song together.
Talking about Beyonce?
Beyonce was they said something about Beyonce because she was mad that Beyonce had a song with Meg. Because her and Nicki had a song prior to that.
Yeah.
And then her and Meg started beefing. And then she did a song with Beyonce.
Girl, I'm gonna have to research this because I feel like Nicki
be beefing with everybody.
And I like Nicki Minaj, but you
herself,
can't, girl. Anyway, but anyway, all of that to say, I really liked the Meg interview. What I also noticed was that he damn sure ain't bring up Nicki, and he damn sure ain't bring up Tory Lanez.
When I tell you,
it was like silence. Okay, whoever is Meg's PR person, they was like, "This is what we not gonna talk about." And Shannon Sharpe said, and "Roger that." Right.
I'm clued. I see you. You see.
Yeah. I was like, okay, that's how interviews should go, though.
Yeah. Oh, it was Doja Cat.
Wait, Doja Cat don't like Beyonce?
I think so.
Because I know Doja and Nicki are close.
Yeah. So the feud. Feud rumors began in late April when Beyonce, this is a while ago, when Beyonce and Megan dropped their Savage remix, which seems as if Beyonce was rapping about the natural bodies.
Okay.
And Doja Cat and Nicki had a song called Say So.
Yeah.
So that remix, and so there was some shots. Shot.
Oh.
And so that's how that came about. But anyway, I don't have all of the
I'm gonna have to call my cousins because they be into that.
Yeah.
They be into that.
But anyway.
So, what do you think about talking about rap?
Yeah.
What do you think about what a lot of people have been talking about, how like the rap girls carry themselves now versus like back in the day? Like, do you think that you have to be naked and shaking your ass and all of that to like be relevant now?
So this is what bothers me or kills me sometimes when people do all that. Now, when a man has a woman in her video and she's doing the exact same thing but she's not saying nothing, it's acceptable.
Not a problem.
That's acceptable.
Yeah.
BT Uncut, that's acceptable. You staying up late.
Yeah.
A same woman says something, but is also owning her body and talking her shit. And that was like, shut up. Why you doing that? Go sit down and cook something.
Yeah.
So it's cool when it's sexualized and there's no opinion behind her vocals. But the moment she has an opinion, you need to shut up.
I didn't think about it like that, but I agree with you.
So I think that pop your shit.
Yeah.
As much as I'd be like, okay, put some clothes on because I might be a little prudacious in my own life. Pop your shit, sexy. Look, get it sexy. Sexy
I know,
Red
I love
gonna
that.
do what she wanna do. She gonna do. She needs. I wear my glasses and because I like them.
Yeah.
I don't care. I like dudes that have tattoos and got charges. I like it.
I honestly agree with you. Like, I don't care about that. Like, but and also if the thing, because if people, okay, so if the issue is, oh, they're supposed to be examples to young girls, this and that, whatever. They never said that they was examples for young girls.
That's not even my thing. Is this the only people that can control your children and what your children can see is you.
Right.
Now there's going to be some things in school that is going like there's situations in which they're not going to be they're just going to be exposed to it.
Right.
Whatever's on the internet and on the television, you are allowing them to be exposed to
Absolutely.
it. The other thing is like ain't nothing new under the goddamn sun.
Right.
You may not have had videos, but I'm gonna tell you something. Them songs back in the day, because one of whose song is it? It's Glorilla's song, or maybe it may be AI. So I ain't gonna say this, but some of these tracks they getting it from somewhere.
Yeah, they're samples.
So stop acting as if there was a song. What was it? I mean, we be stroking. That is not nothing. They not talking about golf, baby. Why y'all acting like these things didn't happen?
I think the other thing is people, like you say, as you get older, you kind of forget, or you just, it's like you looking at things from the lens of a parent, from an adult, from an older person. Because even me, right, like certain things it starts to get on my nerves now. But stuff that I know I was into when I was younger, you know what I mean, like go music, or just it, like a lot of like playing loud music and doing all this and that. Girl. I was into it when I was. Now that I'm older, I'm like, all right, y'all,
shut that
please.
Noise. I have to be in the mood for. I can drive home with nothing on,
right,
and I can just hear the surroundings.
But so for you, just as things change for us as we get older, you have to remember that the young people going through the same cycle we went through.
I think for women, excuse me, they just owning something that y'all all had. Every rapper has either degraded, said it wasn't good, you fat, you light skin, you this, you dark skin, you, all of these things that they talk about. Now that same person is also embracing it about themselves. Now that's a problem. Yeah. But that rapper just talked all up and through how he getting head, he getting this, swallow my knob like corn on the cob. They doing all of that. And so because she said, yes, I did all of that and I'm doing this, it's like, oh God.
Yeah.
Why would you say that? Yeah. What the dude just exposed me. And all I did was say, and I liked it.
And I did.
And I liked it. That was the problem.
It's very misogynistic at
God.
the end of the day. Yeah, but I don't care though. I don't care. It don't bother me at all.
Pop y'all shit.
It don't bother me at all. And then
I get it. Like, Cuban, no Cuban. I like it. I like it. And because I'm trying to tell you something, Megan Thee Stallion looks good.
And I think, like you said before, it's the parents' job to parent their children. Yeah. Like, if your child is trying to dress like Sexy Red, that's your job, mom or dad or guardian, to say, hey,
no, that's inappropriate.
This is inappropriate. Like, it may be cute in the video and all of that, but, you know, you're going to school.
And she's grown.
And she's
paying her bills. You don't pay those things. And the thing is, the only way they can dress like that, even if you give them a little allowance, you got to make sure that they're not pulling them kind of clothes at.
Right.
What they look like when they leave.
Right.
I can listen to those things, but I'm not going out with a midriff.
Right. Yeah.
Even if I had the full plop of I'm just not doing that.
Yeah.
But I listen to the glow.
Yeah.
But yeah, so go ahead, y'all. Go off real rap girlies. Bop, bop, boppity, bop, bop. Jayla love the rap girlies, child.
I'm not really big on it. I gotta get caught up because
She love the rap girl.
I'm not really big on it, but if I hear songs on the radio that I like, I actually just recently listened to Meg's album. It's a couple of good songs on there, but don't take my opinion on this. I didn't think it was all that, but I'm not
a raps.
I'm not
a rappy raps. Yeah, I get it. I'm not either. I'm still stuck in the same. Give me a good R&B, and I'm rocking
and I'm not afraid to admit it. I like the singing rap. Like, I like the kind of rapping that Drake does. I like the kind of rapping that you really jive like singing.
Yeah.
You really jive like singing.
But I know what? I don't mind those those things.
That's what I like. I like Bryson Tiller.
I don't mind it, but don't be doing it off of somebody else.
I mean, yeah, that's another story, but honestly, I don't even care about that.
I do.
I don't care about that.
I don't care until I know.
Well, yeah. Once I know, like, then it'd be like, that's lame.
Throw it away.
But yeah, I guess if you could keep it on. But then again, I don't know, because I'm like, I'm still going to listen to the songs that I like. Just give credit. You know what? I feel like you could do it, but just give credit where credit is due. Don't, if you're going to bite off somebody's style, then just say, shout out to so and so. You know what I'm saying?
Drake. Soulja Boy.
But see, I feel like Soulja Boy is also that kind of. I mean, I don't know if he's done anything recently. Y'all let me know. But like, I feel like he's also that kind of artist where his style of rap or hip hop was very singy.
Yeah,
I think that's more so what I'm into.
Yeah, I like a good R&B, neo soul.
My cousins, like, they are really into Ice Spice, and I tell them all the time, all her songs sound the same to me.
They do.
Everything is like,
that's all I know. Your rap style,
that's all I
know. Is dumb.
Every time I hear her, I'm like, so this is what we do. Like, it is the same song as the last time.
Child.
But they love her though. I used to get annoyed with Meg when she first came out because I could not deal with. I used to be like, so we're gonna do that after every phrase.
Yeah. Yes, that's her thing. I can take that. Well, that used to irritate me too. And I felt like she couldn't get on beat until you really like realize that that's that Texas type of thing, because that's like a Bum B type thing, and then she talks about the people that she loves, and so, but
although I feel like her music now is more so on the beat than it was when she first came out.
Yeah, because you start to find out different genres. You start to kind of develop yourself in a different way. Yeah, and you're not just stuck in that Houston. Like, you have to make music for everybody. Yeah, and so that's what Texas likes and things like that, but. It changes. I think the same thing happened with T.I. I think the same thing happens with a lot of rappers. Once you go mainstream, things kind of change. So, did you get a chance to see the Kendrick video?
No, I didn't yet.
Girl.
So literally the same thing. Like, I've been seeing clips of it from social media, but I actually have not sat down and watched the whole thing.
You know what? I think that and this is just a quick little tangent. I think that the video was really good. I don't even think that he did too much. Like, they, of course, everybody trying to break down all the subliminals. I just feel like it was a good time. Yeah. I didn't feel like it was, like, overly.
So, I was thinking when he did that Juneteenth performance, I was thinking they should have just let that be the video.
Well, it's just so many people.
Yeah, but I just thought that was so cool.
I mean, that's going to always go down in history. It's so funny because they be like, now that was the burial. Here he go with the repass. Like, you got to stop.
Although Academics I saw he had posted that Kendrick Lamar won this battle, but Drake's been running rap for the last 15 years. And I guess from a numbers and a popularity standpoint, I could understand where he's coming from with that. But I wonder if it really matter. Like, does it really compare?
This is what that's what this sound like. Europe ran all of the countries, and then after the Boston Tea Party, they still running stuff. No, it's over for him in certain ways.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I don't think it's over for him at all.
That's why I said in certain ways.
As far as maybe like clout, maybe.
That's what I'm. So
but like,
yeah,
I mean, you did lose the battle. The battle's lost, right? But I guess I feel like I don't really have any sympathy because he's still gonna make songs. He's still gonna make his money. He's still gonna get awards. He's still gonna get plaques or whatever. He ain't chilling. He on Sexy Red song right now.
But I'm talking about. I will say, I haven't seen.
I mean, he not chilling as far as working, but maybe his popularity may drop down. Yeah.
And so I just want to say it's certain things that is going to, because if you are an upcoming rapper, you want to, if Drake is available or will rap with, get on the song, you're going to take it. But they say that he does that a lot. He does the up and coming because you're really not going to get a no because they're up and coming. They want to get a
big name on their song.
A big name on their song because that's going to give you radio play.
Yeah.
There are not a lot of, I mean, he has a few, but I haven't recently seen him on like a lot of big
names already. Yeah, that he collabing with. No, he hasn't. But I mean,
and to me that in certain ways also can speak volumes. Because that's the class of people.
I feel like it does.
When you're in the class when you're in your own class, it's like high school. If you can't hang with the people in your own class, you can only hang with underclassmen. Something's amiss in your own class.
But I also do feel like as you become a more seasoned artist, sometimes it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Because I think about okay, let's use Lil Wayne as an example. He don't be doing a whole lot of collabs. He may pop up with somebody every now and then.
But that's what I'm saying. He doesn't do a lot of collabs, period.
True, but he not on a lot of young people stuff. I see what you're saying.
So that's what I mean. So if he's going to do a collab, he's also going to do it with the people that's in his class.
That's true. You know who does that a lot too is Chris Brown. Even though I feel like Chris Brown, he does collab with some of the people that are in his class very rarely, but he will do it. But I do see him. He will jump on an up-and-coming artist song, like, in a heartbeat. I feel like he's always on somebody new. But
I also equate that with he still got stank on him, too.
True.
From everything with Rihanna. So, there are a lot of artists that won't touch with or rock with him because we are already established and I don't want to mess up what I already have. Yeah. People that are up and coming are not going to be like, no, I'm not singing with Chris Brown because of what happened before I even became an artist. That's not my business.
And I feel like that goes both ways in the way of, one, I don't want to associate myself with you because I may not like what you're doing or what you or whatever. And also, you may not want to associate yourself with me for that same reason. So that could be a part of it too. But I as far as it goes, as far as the beefs go, I think about Meek Mill, who, we have, because he does that song that Philly loves, that what's that Philly song? When I seen that Aston Martin, y'all thought that was running. I said, what? How it go?
I know what you're talking about. When the beat drops.
Yeah.
But you know how old that song
Hold
is?
up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Yes. That one.
You know how old that song is?
But he's had, I mean, it's not that old. It's old. Okay, well, whatever the case may be. Back to Back is older than that, right?
But
because this is why I'm bringing this up. I was just bringing it up to say that Drake won a Grammy off of Back to Back, which was the diss track that he did against Meek Mill. But then Meek Mill was still able to do what he needed to do. That didn't stop him from, you know what I'm saying, having another hit record.
Right.
And I feel like it really, even though Drake may have said whatever he said about him, I don't think it took away. I mean, people still join on Meek Mill and they talk about how he a punk and this and that, whatever, but I feel like if he came out with a hit record today, I feel like he still has enough popularity that he would have people
on his stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he doesn't, but after I'm trying to see when that came out, and when did that song came out? Because now I'm gonna just say this. This is Meek Mill's 15 best song critics pick. This was put out in 2017.
Okay.
That song is Dreams and Nightmares.
Yes.
Is on this list.
Okay.
It was last updated in 2017.
Okay.
So that's been
okay. So it's about 7 years old. 7 years old.
It's been a minute. So all I'm saying is, he can still come out with some songs. There are still gonna be, but some of the stank.
Yeah.
Is up on it, and Nicki ain't help.
That's true.
You know,
that's
so
true.
you just
that's true.
You're
that's
not
true.
Out here popping.
That's true.
And then with the allegations, with everything new, it's just it's too much. But anyway,
that was another great episode.
I feel like we tried to catch you up on some of the things that we had going on.
Yeah.
In the social medias.
Which we rarely do.
Which we rarely do. But I that came across my mind, especially because of his apology, and I really need to find a video of what he actually said.
Yeah.
But it's always like the joke because his thing was the joke would have still been funny if I didn't mention you.
Yeah.
And it's like, dudes do that all the time. You gotta add a little sprinkle, and it's not necessary.
No, it is necessary, because when you name drop, you give it more eyes, more views, more attention.
Well, yeah. But then you got to come back with these damn apologies.
He probably made money off of that thing, so the apology ain't really hurting.
Like hand and fist.
Exactly.
But anyway, that was another great episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Drop down in the comments of some of the things. You know, who would you want to have coffee with at the Starbucks? And what y'all talking about? How did you like the Megan interview? Did you get a chance to see it? Did you see the BET Awards? What was your best part? Or what did you like the best? How did you feel about Usher's acceptance speech? Did you get a chance to watch the uncut on the socials? If you did, drop that in the comments. Give us some thoughts.
Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and we'll see you next time.
We'll see you on the next episode.
We'll drink to that.
And we're drinking.